Imagine you're alone in a hotel in northern Chile. It's 3 in the morning and you start to feel like you're being watched. This man experienced it, decided to record, and captured the impossible.
He says, damn it.
Damn it!
The door opens completely. He goes to check and there's no one there. The hallway is completely empty. He goes back into the room scared and takes refuge in the bathroom. But the entity has followed him.
Ah, damn it. Ah, shit!
Damn it.
You hear banging beside him. His desperation is clear and there's nowhere to hide. When what's chasing you can go through walls, what would you do? Would you run out into the dark hallway or stay locked in the bathroom with it? This video was uploaded to a personal account that had nothing to do with the paranormal. A young man films his friends having coffee, capturing laughter and conversation in an ordinary moment. The author of the video categorically stated that there were no children in the house, they were alone. But the camera captures an intruder. Everything seems normal, but I want you to look at the back, at the dark hallway behind them.
One day she said, "Tell me."
Aye, she pulled my hair.
Have you seen it? A small girl, the size of a child, runs at an unnatural speed. She is completely black, faceless, with no defined clothing. And the scariest part isn't even that shadow. It's her reaction. She senses it, turns immediately, knowing something happened behind her. That reaction is pure instinct, not acting. If there were no children at home, then what was that thing running and playing behind her? They say children see things we don't see. But sometimes those things choose to show themselves to us. Being a night watchman definitely requires nerves of steel, but doing it in a cemetery is simply tempting fate. This man was recording his usual rounds to show his friends how lonely his job is. He was driving slowly among the graves in complete solitude, or so he thought. Everything is quiet, just tombstones and darkness, until he nears the small chapel. Then something appears at the path's edge. Right there, a figure. It seems to be a woman in light, worn-out clothes, standing still, watching the vehicle pass by. And in just a matter of seconds, she simply disappears. Is it an optical illusion? A trick of the light? It's possible, but the human shape is undeniable. Just imagine for a moment being there, alone in the middle of nowhere, and seeing that in your rearview mirror. Tell me, would you get out of the car to investigate? Me neither. This is a case that has left me with too many doubts. The user Geeky Staff is a technology channel with zero ghost. In fact, he's a total skeptic, but his baby monitor caught something he can't explain with circuits or wires. His son wasn't in the crib at that moment, but the motion sensor went off. Look, the corner of the crib.
Hello, guys. I don't believe in ghosts at all. I think it's absolute nonsense. And all these orbs and energies and all that nonsense. But I was filming with the dome camera a couple of days ago, and I noticed something at the bottom of my son's bed. I'll include a small screenshot if possible with an image, but it's only visible there. Right below there, like that. Now, I thought that when I got the notification that my son got out of bed and looked at the camera at the foot of the bed, I thought it was his face. But then when I pressed play in the video, it flies away. Do you see it? Let's go back. Play it again. And it flies. He keeps dragging it. You can see it. So I have no idea what it is. There's no wind there or anything like that. There's no breeze. The windows are all closed. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Let's check it out. I just thought about showing that kids, if there are some people out there who really believe in ghosts or orbs or any kind of energy, what you think it was or could be.
At first it looks like the child's head peeking out, but suddenly it flies upward and just disappears. He says he doesn't believe in orbs or energies, but admits there were no drafts and the windows were closed. Many people say it could be an insect near the lens. Others see a face forming in that kind of mist. What's unsettling is the system detected human movement. Sometimes terror lurks in the most innocent things. This family bought a balloon for their 4-year-old son. You know, the kind of balloons that usually get lost or deflate in a couple of days, but this one was different. The parents noticed that the balloon had a macabre obsession with the boy.
Now look at this, look at this. Who can explain this to me? She's in the room while I have the baby sleeping here. Then she comes over. She lets go of the balloon, watch where and how it just stays there. Alone. Now because I'm recording, it stays nice and calm.
Mom, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm going to record it. Look, he's going to the room. Look, caballero, I didn't cut the video. See this? Look. Look at this turn. Look, nobody's holding it or anything. It's not like we cut the video. Look, it's going to the girl's room. Just the balloon. Look how the balloon goes down there. Just watch it go under through the door. Look at this. Look. Go to the girl's side. Look. It always stays there. Look at that.
Watch its movement. It doesn't float erratically like it would with an air current. It seems to have intention. It avoids the furniture, turns at the corners, lowers itself to pass through the doorway, and look where it always ends up, next to the little one's bed, as if it's watching over him. The family claims they closed all the windows, there were no fans on, But even so, the balloon always found its way to the child. Is it possible for an energy to attach to such a simple object? The parents didn't wait. They got rid of it right away.
Look at that turn. No one's holding it or editing the video. See, it's going to the room where the girl is. Just the balloon. Look how the balloon goes down there. Just watch it go under through the door. Look at this. Look. To go over to the girl's side, look. It always stays there. Look. Look at that.
There are places where you simply shouldn't go in. Jose Flores, an urban explorer, made the mistake of entering the so-called House of the Wit, of a healer. She keeps performing rituals. As soon as he enters, the atmosphere changes. Jose feels that he is not alone. Listen carefully.
I'm going to check where I'll be staying tonight. I'll show you the current time so you know how late I'm visiting, and it's already pretty late. In fact, because... I just heard a bang behind me, and the dog just started barking.
It sounds like something heavy being dragged across the floor, but Jose, brave or foolish, decides to stay. Hours pass as the house begins to defend itself. Look at the door. It moves slowly, as if invisible hands were pushing it to throw him out of there. But the absolute worst remained hidden in the darkness.
Hello. I heard. Knock over the chair. Is anyone there? Hello?
Have you seen it in the shadows? Something pale, a face watching, unblinking, waiting to strike. Jose couldn't take it anymore and left. Be honest, would you have stayed one more minute? This guy you see here is a YouTuber named Johan, who recently uploaded a video titled Camping with Skinwalkers on his channel MagDogWild. His channel is dedicated to outdoor adventures, survival tips, and camping in remote places. However, in this particular video, what was supposed to be a peaceful camping trip quickly turned into one of his most unsettling experiences. The video begins with Johan and his two dogs, Yeti and Dees, venturing into a dense forest to set up their camp. But from the very beginning, something doesn't feel right. The dogs, who are usually very brave, start acting strangely. They refuse to enter the forest, and when they do, they quickly retreat, barking and whining as if something is out there. What's even more disturbing is that the dogs aren't the only ones who sense something unusual. While Johan looks for a flat place to set up camp, he notices something strange.
Yester is focused in the forest, and I think I saw what it is.
Hey, do you see that?
The black thing in the forest. That, guys.
That
Is something that I don't.
I didn't expect to see, and probably
I didn't expect to see us like this. That's why it's in the tree. Do you see it, Yester? I don't know if it's stuck. Or what's happening. Potentially stuck.
let's try for a better shot.
Right there. So, it can't be stuck, huh? It won't go down with one there. One there. And another one there. Let's step back and let it settle. Hopefully when we return, it will have come down, although I wonder.
Up there, in a tree, he spots a cat that seems to be trapped. At first it seems like a harmless observation, but as the night goes on, the cat's behavior becomes increasingly strange. Rather than coming down, the cat climbs even higher, as if fleeing from something below. Johann comments that the cat seems to be staring at something in the forest, but no matter how hard he looks, he can't see what it is. Meanwhile, the dogs keep their distance, refusing to go near the tree or the forest around it. While Johann sets up camp for the night and makes himself some coffee, the forest seems calm at first, but it doesn't take long before some unsettling noises catch his attention.
Something is definitely moving in that forest. Not small, it's big, human-sized, because I can hear it pushing through the undergrowth. Yeah, making some noise, so I'm trying to wait. See if it happens again. It seems to only occur when I'm doing something. I was about to go make another coffee, and I was checking my backpack when I started to hear all these brushes moving down there, so I try to catch it, but now it's quiet again.
They're the faint sounds of something big, about the size of a human, moving through the underbrush. He blames the noises on local wildlife to rationalize them, but still feels uneasy.
The dogs were actually fleeing the forest. In fear, almost whimpering. What was that noise they were making? I have no idea. What's in there? I heard something, went down and checked. The dogs came back. They took a wide margin. From the forest, they have surrounded the whole path. After hearing someone running outside, I decided to come see what was happening. There's some movement over there. No idea what it is. Again, I've sat here. I can't get closer than the forest's edge. There's a natural barrier of crown of thorns. So I just sat here for a while listening. And then when I sit here, I listen and nothing happens. Like I said, it only seems to be happening when I'm doing something or when I came down here. Yeti ran away. I caught some movement over there, but no idea.
Things take an even stranger turn when both Yeti and Dee suddenly run off, howling, as if something scared them deep in the woods. Johann is left confused and worried, especially when he realizes that the noise seems to be coming from the same area where the cat is still perched high up in the tree. His dog's odd behavior and the cat's refusal to come down point to something more sinister. As the sun sets, Johann investigates further and finds two mysterious holes in the ground, as if something had tunneled beneath the dense undergrowth.
Just before sunset, I tried to find a path in this forest and managed to find one. Right, but not really. Up to here. I arrived. Let's see, it's all blocked, very dense. Extremely dense. For some reason, I've tried to get Yeti to look. She doesn't want to come down or go in. It's strange. Let me adjust this. There we go. Something's been moving in and out of those little tunnels, there and over there. And another one over there. For me, I'm not sure. I want to go into those little tunnels. I've been hearing noises in those woods all day, like something moving. And what's even stranger than that? The dogs aren't here, and they're not in the woods. But those noises I've been hearing, they're not from the cat either. Because the cat is still in the tree. So whatever's down in that forest, the dogs refuse to enter the forest. The cat is up in the tree, out of the way of the forest. And whatever is in those woods, moving. Obviously, nobody wants to deal with it. Which I'm certainly happy about. I'm happy that I'm here and that's down there. That works for me. But the cat is climbing higher in the tree. I just realized. If the cat wanted to come down, now would be the perfect time. Because the dogs aren't here. They're not here. They haven't been many times. They disappear. So if the cat wanted to come down, now is the perfect time. Very strange.
The sight of these holes gives him a feeling of unease, as if they don't belong there. He decides to return to his camp, but the feeling of dread only grows stronger. As night falls, Johann sits by the campfire, trying to calm his nerves. It seemed like a simple scene, but he didn't know that the real terror was about to begin.
I thought I heard something. The dogs disappeared again. More have disappeared today than ever before. When they disappeared and then jumped on me, let's hope that doesn't happen tonight.
So legitimate.
I'm sure I heard someone say, help or help me. I'm sure it's coming from those woods. What I should do is go check if there's any shine in the eyes or something similar, since it's an animal, right?
Let's get the shine in the eyes, and then we can calm down with that.
All right, I'm at the edge of the crown of thorns.
I don't see any shine in the eyes.
There's no shine in the eyes.
Everything is calm.
Just probably. No. Yester. This is... No.
Suddenly, you're sure you heard someone say help or help me. The voice is chilling, almost unnatural. He approaches the edge of the forest with the flashlight, looking for the reflection of animal eyes to calm himself, but he doesn't see anything. The silence is total, but the voice returns louder and closer.
Yes, sir. Where did you go? What are we going to do? Well, let's move. Let's move.
Let's move to the camp.
Let's go. Let's go, huh?
DC, Jesus.
Okay. All right, let's pack up. My chest is burning right now. I've heard it. I know those stories. No.
Johann can't help but feel that something is trying to draw him into the forest. Completely terrified, he decides it's a good time to leave, quickly packs his things, and moves to a new place, far away from that cursed forest. The dogs, visibly scared, stick close to his side.
As I said, I haven't slept well. I didn't sleep much.
All night, the dogs were on high alert, constantly moving and running around.
They'd be lying down and then they'd get up and look. And be looking at something. And with a combination of all the sounds that
Happen here, and the sounds are amplified and echoed through the mountains, and the sounds could be anything.
I can't explain. The dog's behavior. I can't explain what was there in the woods. I don't know. From afar. Well, maybe not from afar, but one of the oddest camping experiences that I've ever had.
At dawn, the strange noises have stopped and the forest seems calm again. Johann reflects on the events of that night, still unable to explain what happened. He has no idea about the dog's behavior or what was moving in that forest. Definitely one of the strangest camping experiences he's ever had. What happened to Johann that night is still a mystery. The voice, odd noises, and animal behavior all suggest something is very wrong in that forest. Was it a natural encounter, or did he come face to face with something beyond any explanation? In the end, the decision is yours.
Sure.